Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us here at this great event in Bishop Auckland. But at this particular event, we've got two wonderful speakers for you. We've got Calvin Lawson from Friends of the Earth, and we've got Sharon Lashley from Climate Action North East. Following their talks, there'll be a panel discussion which will be chaired by one of my Bishop FM colleagues. Calvin Lawson.
Hi everybody. So I'm Calvin from Friends of the Earth. I am the North East regional campaigns organiser here. This is the first time we've had somebody in my position in the North East for about 15 years. And I think because of that, the North East been kind of left to its own devices really. I mean, we had somebody working in Yorkshire and the North East, but now it means we've got somebody advocated who can focus on the regional campaigns that we do have. In our Friends of the Earth we have 11 groups in the North East, from Alnwick Friends of the Earth down to Stop Incineration Now, which is in Redcar. And what we offer our local groups is some logistical support around how to run regional campaigns, and then we tie them in with our national campaigns as well. Our biggest national campaign at the moment is United for Warm Homes, where we are lobbying MPs in the government to introduce a new strategy for the next general election for 5 years after that, for that government, where we want them to invest £8 billion a year to install insulation across the country, so street by street rollout of insulation homes, so that we can reduce heat wastage in homes and reduce people's energy bills at the same time by keeping the heat in the home.
Excuse me, can you just speak up a little bit?
Yeah, of course, sorry about that. So just saying, what we're doing, we're lobbying at the moment for is a new insulation rollout, so that homes across the country will have full insulation, and it will benefit people for that'll be able to reduce the payments for the cost of living crisis, as well as keeping heat in home, so we don't need to use as much energy. We're also looking at combining local campaigns, which are for it hasn't been decided yet. I'm currently working on a proposal to bring around a national road review, which has just happened in Wales for England. There's lots of roads that are being proposed that are going to cost us a lot of money, but they don't actually combine with the net zero strategy. And now that the road and rail strategy are being developed together for the first time, there needs to be a rethink about what roads are being built, because at the end of the day, we don't want people on the road, and we need trucks to be taking end-of-line journeys when we can put more freight into rail. But generally, we're here to support. I'm here to support things that are going on in the North East, whether that be the Tees Works dredging of the river, or water pollution in Alnwick in the North East coast. Our local campaigns here in Darlington as well. Sorry, not here in Darlington, but just down the road. There's a lot of campaigns going on, particularly around house building, and we are looking to push our Warm Homes campaign to the new constituency of Spennymoor and Newton Aycliffe, where that will be a target seat for the Labour Party and the Conservatives, and we're hoping to use that as an opportunity to force the candidates and the parties into a position that we like for United for Warm Homes. So if there is anybody here from Newton Aycliffe and Spennymoor, we're looking to get that off the ground soon, and I'd love to speak to people from here. But generally, we're just here to support local campaigns. If anybody has anything going on, particularly for, obviously it was a Friends of the Earth group here, but we're happy to support any campaigns that are going on really in the wider movement. And because I'm here now, we're going to have a bit more of a wider presence in the North East. So this year we're going to be attending the gala for the first time, and leading the environmental block there. We're going to be attending Northern Pride, and we're going to be taking a much bigger part in things that happen up here, like COP28 is going to be coming soon. As soon as the gala's out of the way, we're going to be planning for that. Obviously a very different one this year because it's going to be later on in December. But generally we're just here to support all the climate actions that are going on in the North East, and work alongside other partners and develop partnerships with people who haven't necessarily in the past, particularly trade unions, as I feel that's been something that's been kind of left out of the climate movement, the working classes and the trade unions. And that's my history. I was formerly an RMT rep for a long time, as I worked on the railway in a previous life, and I'm bringing that kind of background and expertise to Friends of the Earth, I hope. But I think that's about it for me. I'll pass on to the next speaker, and then we're going to have a question and answer later. Thank you.